Hello there. I'm here because you sent my request. How delightful. Thank you all very much. I think the reeds of stenograph and center were damaged, right? I say your plan on providing replacements for them? Let me explain. In honor of the Virginia Festival, reeds are hung on the stenograph in the cemetery. Fulfills the concludes the reeds are stored by a training bureau. This year, too many things were stacked on the wood box the reeds were kept in. Boxes crushed and the reeds inside were damaged. Poor reeds. Such a poor warehouse management. I set forth months of this mishap. The nurses started to remember St. Rosia's heroic feats during the war. It's been ever since the church declared her as a saint. That's why it's so crucial that it isn't canceled this year. The job is clean for its repairs, so I came here seeking help. My business we fix May and old relic, like ourselves for instance. I'm told that you entrust our little shop with such an important undertaking. They're broken, but there's not beyond repair. Their foundations are still intact, thankfully. It'll take time, more than we have to finish materials. Need fresh flowers for reeds. They aren't easy to come by. I understand your situation. Perhaps we can assume that it has superior materials at all.
Yeah.
Such wonderful boys and girls. That helps immensely. Thank you very much. There are two materials we need to complete the rainbow wreaths. First are white ribbons to decorate the wreaths with. The 10 main square should carry them. Mains for sun's easy enough. Memorable flowers. Should decorate the wreaths with the most beautiful snowy white flowers. Seal Canyon Trail. In a canyon where the sun shines, blooms pure white flowers that glow like snow. It's a very rare trait even in a species. We've been at Seal Canyon Trail before, so it won't be too hard to look. Good, we also want to go flower picking. Alright. Slash talisman.
Change your mind. Come again anytime.
Right, okay. So we can round and get that one really quick. Xandria! Elevator wants to know the elucidity of Kefin. Yeah. Welcome, looking for something extra festive today? Reeds broke, that's rough. I have some overstock, so no need to pay for it. Hey, it's like just okay. Thanks so much. I've always chicken without cutting Grimwald Knox coming up. That's just all right about. There's definitely plenty of bread in the air. Those looks you got the finish team. First time once else. Thanks for help. Okay. Jeez. I guess I gotta go here then. So it's this way. Oh. Yeah, look at those. Sonic cane, pure white blooms, slowly shimmering, all types of boxes. No doubt, these are the flowers used in rural reeds. I'm curious, here they bloom especially brilliantly compared to others of their kind. It's felt like me there's optimal growing conditions in terms of climate and terrain. I'll think convenient them to bloom just in time for the festival though. Let's try taking more than we need, okay? We've gathered materials of more reeds. Apparently antique shops such as Rodera and Melissa can make some of them. Okay, now Force is back to town right now.
I have detected some of them. Hunter's descent. Hunter's descent. Hunter's descent.
Okay. Oh, we can go here then.
I think there's something here.
This way. That's creepy, no matter how many times you come. What? We were born those things too, you know. Doesn't make it any better. It's something like that the main of products of child's work. You take a clone of human and there's no strength in that your status. The request called for disposal. Would Trader could hear suffice? Hold on a second. I guess how we ever create for war and all. But that technically still alive, right? It's not easy to get rid of him. But you still know who the client is. Like here, what do you propose to do then? What are you asking me? It's like I would know. We think at all. One hell of a dilemma. Is it really though? Sounds a bit like you still can't bring yourself to accept the truth. But open your eyes and this whole dilemma becomes much easier. Let's see again, Monstroms. It's really adult. It's been a while. That guy before. You can explain Marius. I know acquaintance of Al there. I see, you're the one Al was working in prison. That means you're a Park's friend too. So you're Mr.'s client. That's right, I am. You're friend to Al, Chris, and you both people should understand. You know, we're made from luminaries of all sorts, Glean and Roman alike. They're telling what kind of evils they could be used for outside his walls. What are you trying to say? I'm saying these are people who have straight talent and skill. Every one of them has potential to plunge the world into chaos. That's why that shouldn't exist in the first place. We'll be done with them in the end. Let me give you a hint. What do you do? Disappeared. These containers cause the emergency failsafe installed. When activated, make certain that its contents are properly discarded. Then they're containers. If we activate that failsafe, craft them too. Stop this! How could you? What I'm doing is unforgivable. Believe me, I know that. But as someone who wishes for peace on this continent, I can't let this go on. There must be another way. There isn't. If I was in this facility, nothing good would come from it. That sound called Death Matters, right? We hurry to get a second thought. Just who is he exactly?
Now then, Monstroms, what do you say we finish up my request?
What? But you already killed all of the homunculi.
There's just one more to go. This one.
You cannot mean... Wait, so you're also a homunculus?
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? What was his name? Shadowlard? I don't know when he created me. It was probably when the real me came to this prison for an inspection. But it doesn't matter now. Would you oblige me at all? I thought you'd say that. That's why I brought someone else to convince you.
I wish to ask this of you as well, Adol.
Parks?
Parks? What are you doing here?
I recall Parks mentioning that he was friends with Marius.
Marcus Claudius Germanicus. That is the name of one of the most celebrated, revered people in the Roman Empire. Marius is, with all due respect, a homunculus of that man.
What?
It all makes sense now.
What makes sense?
What are you talking about? Marius is a homunculus of the current emperor. What? He is? But if you're his friend, then who are you, Parks?
I regret I had to keep it a secret from you all. But my real name is Lindheim. I was formerly only a cardinal of the church, but now I am also Governor General of Glea.
But weren't you supposed to be missing?
Cardinal Lindheim.
I knew you weren't just some old man, but I can't say I saw this coming.
When I went to inspect the prison, I saw an inmate who looked just like His Majesty. I thought my eyes were deceiving me, so I investigated as an undercover prisoner. But I had no idea he was a homunculus.
It was my fault you went through all of that, Lindheim.
Nonsense. It was my choice. I couldn't turn a blind eye to His Majesty, even if you're not precisely the same person. I figured Adol needed to hear this to understand your reasoning.
I believe Shadowlard has some kind of control over me. After we escaped, I knocked Adol out and returned to the prison with him. In the same vein, I think it prevents me from ending my own life. I may not be a real Imperial Knight, but it'd be nice to go out like one.
We're gonna fight him?
To be you, Adol. You're the only one who can do this.
Yeah.
Sorry, my friend. This'll be the last time I take advantage of your kindness.
So that's what I thought. I was confused, but it didn't make any sense for him to help Adol escape and then bring him back again. It didn't make any sense. So he obviously, that's what happened. He was being controlled. That was forced him to bring Adol back.
All right, Adol. Don't hold back.
Okay, we're actually fighting a battle with him. Yeah.
Marius's body is glowing.
That's what he is. Goodbye.
Yeah. It's been fun. Adol. Can I say one more thing before I go? In your adventures, you save people's lives. You lead them. Give them courage. You discover the unknown. And little by little, your actions change the world. I'm sure, Adol, that you'll come to understand the meaning of this someday.
No.
that wisdom will help the world. Find the one who's behind this. You have to stop him. Thanks for being my friend, Adol. We had a good run.
Yeah, there's a reason why he of course he created. Well, they created a homunculus of the Roman Empire, so they can probably replace it at some point and have control over the entire empire.
Adol.
Thank you, Adol. I know. I'm positive he felt the same way. We're all depending on you to make his final request a reality.
He was one hell of a guy, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
The one who's behind this? He must have known about Zola.
So he was the Emperor's... I had no idea that you were the Governor General, Parks. I hope we didn't do anything to offend you.
Of course you didn't. And I'm the one who owes you an apology. Forgive me for keeping this a secret from all of you.
You don't have to.
I hope you will find the sincerity in my words, despite my prevarication. I'm very glad to have met you all, though I wish it were in different circumstances. With that, I should also be on my way.
Maybe...
What? But you can't go! You're the one who started the Dandelion! And I believe it would be in your best interest as Governor General to see this through.
It is handy having you around.
And maybe you could keep those nosy soldiers in check. Well, not that someone like Belger would pose much of a threat.
You are all very convincing. Very well. I shall remain at the Dandelion, though I may return to my office occasionally to tend to my many long overdue affairs.
Yes.
But are you sure about this? My allegiance lies with Rom.
Of course we are! To us, you're still Parks, not the Governor General.
I understand. I shall be sure to remember that.
Where is it? I'm afraid he's gonna pick up Marius' sword. His copy of the current Roman Empire. While vanishing, he told El he'd want to find me of adventures. He straightened his car with Lindheim. Having fulfilled his aims, he was persuaded to save help the group as Parks. Huh. I never found an item to give to him. Interesting. I was looking for Maxim too. Okay. Okay. She knows Maxim is, Okay, you're done now. Is that one Parks? A lot of these ones have story requirements too. You have to get to reach start writing a story before you can get the, yeah. I'll come back and do them later. The ribbons and flowers are where he is. Here's the flowers he is. We have our thanks. We have fixed the wreaths. I think we can help. We have work to do. We can say as well, Dale. Those bits are really coming together. Nice saying less from you, Mr. Rhinell. No, we already did a thing. I think I speak for us all when I say it's Reed's outshine the previous ones. We had the beautiful flowers and ruined steel could thank for that. Now the souls of Saint and those lost in work rest in peace in our year. That's why we get help. When I put this gives all this a bit of a funny feeling. At the same time, a certain sense of accomplishment as well. You can say that again. Thanks for your help, Mr. Rindell. Thanks to all of you as well. Make sure to take extra care of these. We won't put all your hard work to waste. It's not quite over yet. Oh. No, there you go. Thank you for going through collecting anything for us. Let's go back to the shop now. We have a little side project to be completing. I hope you all enjoy the very day festivities. Same to you. Side project, huh? That piques my interest. But the reason they didn't mention having the few materials for the reeds left over. Well, they're going to be going to sneak peek, right?
That actually went pretty well.
Pierce crown. We're at 60. Oh, it's closed. No, never mind. We got in.
How about this one?
Oh, Rogerio, that one simply won't do. I think girls these days prefer frills like this one has.
Oh, for crying out loud, Melissa. You don't like any of the ones I pick. Maybe this would be easier if you just picked it yourself.
I do have my opinions, but I could never decide all on my own.
Pleasant surprise, we had Christian friends. Anyway, dears, I'll go prepare pot tea. You don't have to do that. We're in the area, so I thought you'd say hello. Yes, good, dear. We were preoccupied. I want to make I'm on new clothes out of the lesser ribbons and flowers. I wanted to have a pretty new set in time for the festival. I had finished time for the festival once for your meddling. I want to have the most adorable clothes in town. Yes, they must be inspired after preparing the wreaths. Looks like it. Probably leave them be. Please come back anytime. So now what?
Is everything okay, Anamona?
Yes. I was just thinking about Melissa and Rogerio's conversation. It reminded me of something.
Of something from your past?
Yes. A memory from many years ago. Of a time I spent with Rosvita. With Aprilis.
What do you think, Anamona? What do I think? You wish to know if that dress is defective? No, silly! It's a new outfit for you to wear. It took me a long time to make these. It's a present from me to you. A present? Then shall I give you something in return? You don't need to give me anything. I just want us to be friends, Anamona. Papa has already instructed me to do so.
Oh, this is the new one.
That's not what I mean. Why? How could you do that?
Your doll was getting old. I merely attempted to give her a new body. However, I did not expect her soul to reject it and disappear.
But you didn't have to throw her away!
What is the reason for this outburst?
You don't know anything! I've had Anamona since I was little. She was my only friend!
I can't believe my eyes. I thought you were gone forever. But here you are. I
I want so badly to take you with me, but you have your own life now. And I can't risk losing you again. Goodbye, Anemona. Until next time.
She didn't take you because she was worried about you. It sounds like Aprilis was actually a pretty normal girl.
I'm kind of relieved to hear that.
Anemona, you're smiling.
Oh. So it seems dolls can smile too.
Anemona.
So what you were looking for was Aprilis all along?
Perhaps, but only in the beginning. Now I wish to find a way to end the Grimwald Nox forever. Aprilis has been fighting alone for so long. But now, I can do something to help her. I do not want for her to feel alone again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hadal.
So, what do you all think about this Zola guy?
From what I know about him, he sounds unpredictable, and his magnum opus is anybody's guess.
Yeah, I just hope that we'll find out soon.
Okay. Whew. Let's think about this for a second. So, yeah, that moment back there was basically he used Anemona to create the homunculus of Rosvita, which is Aprilis, because he needed the memories from he needed the memories from Anemona in order to get Aprilis, in order to get Rosvita back, because he didn't have her body in that case. And then what happened next is that initially he gave Anemona to her, but then he initially gave Anemona to her, but then he took her away. Then he threw her away, probably to try and keep her from focusing too much on Anemona itself. And eventually Anemona went somewhere else. And so when Aprilis came back, he's just like, I'm not gonna take you with me. So that's an interesting kind of sad story too. But it does kind of explain what happened. Is that initially he was raising, of course, the young Aprilis / Rosvita. So it happened? I was looking at the boat, but I was always doing. There it was. Request from none other than our stout friend Warden Belger. Belger? I thought at first it was a joke of poor taste. Just where was from Belger. What'd it say? According to him, there have been sightings of strange monsters on the Estat Road. Saying we hear about this. Strange monsters perhaps his reach wing has nothing to do with it. That's why he's asked for us for our help. Knowing him, he wouldn't have unless he was desperate. Might as well humor him. Perhaps nights are a bit critical moment being on probation. Probably wants to scouting to keep them without them. Maybe the folks tourists here to see the vessel and they may be endangered. I also ready to see its request from Car for this reason. Something has to be done. Nobody's more qualified to hunt monsters than you all. Interesting.